This is quite a long video today. I was trying to make mycelium, which is like the little roots of fungus. But you can see they're all like little sharp angles. This is the second version, it doesn't get much better. This is taken through an orthographic lens. Back to normal. This is better, it's faster, and there's a lot more of it. And I suppose as a time lapse for mycelium it'd do. Pretty boring stuff at the end of the day. I then looked at a way of programming these things to get rid of the sharp corners and find Socar. Needless to say, it doesn't do it, but it's quite impressive. I mean, it's procedural, so I tend to use that for everything now, so I can go back. Pretty smart bit of stuff and costs nothing, so go for it if that's what you want. I'm enjoying looking at it. The one thing I haven't managed to do is find a timeline input like you normally expect to get, but looking at some of these results down here, it's just what I'm looking for. This is the first time I've used, well, that was a mistake. This chap is doing some tutorials on it. Jimmy Gunnawan, they're not bad at all. But like all these things, it's so complex. This is me. It's just very silly. I was making a soccer ball because it's called Socar. And as you can see, I got like vertices on the black bits where I shouldn't have done. Can I get rid of them? Can I? Bloody hell as like. But it's all to do, it's just to do with the nodes. So difficult. But it is totally. I mean, you can chuck a node out, put a node in, please yourself what you do. I'll get rid of the cone one, which was the teeth, and just plug that in. But anytime I want to go back, it's totally procedural. Procedural? Yeah, that's better. You have to be very careful with this, in that if you get things in the wrong order, it'll crash. Actually, it's a nightmare, but it'll get better, because it's good. But why I've got those star-shaped things in there, I don't know. You see, it's gone all of a blur, which is what I really wanted, because I wanted to smooth it out and add geometry, but I think this is what it looks like. You see, you can go back and forward, just click on anything you put in. It's like visual programming, if you like. as soon as you click on any node, it'll let you set the preview. Very powerful thing. But you see, they're overlapping. Now I get them something like, think it'd be perfect. But it's going to take a lot of practice. I've never seen a program like this before, where it highlights the one that's doing the job. I just wish I knew which job it was doing. You see, this one, which is just a subsurface modifier, which just adds geometry, basically. Now, you'd think, now alter the one after it, nothing happens. I want creases. I want it to, oh dear, dear, dear. Gets worse. But, I mean, imagine writing the code for this. The bloke that did this was a superstar. Or switch to something else. Oh no, that's made it worse. But it's great playing in this sort of stuff. I could ditch the shading one. Shading is making it smooth, you see. Oh dear. Now I can't remember where I am with this. So I've got a lump. Such is life. I'll duplicate that, and then I'll come in, and if you right click in here, we want to, no, I'll have it sphere, because it's what I'm after. Right click in here, bugger, there we go, reset to default. Do that for all of them. If you don't know these commands are here, you'd never ever know. That's a right click and on the box, and then we just get rid of that. That's X when it's highlighted, and plug the new one in. It'll be default. It's where Blender's a bit funny. It tries to box select sometimes. If you want it to box select, well, it bugger it without pressing B. There, now we've got a roughly round ball back, and it's set to smooth, which a football is. So we don't want the little darlings getting damaged. You can animate this. I'll shift that cone out of the way. That was just giving me the teeth. Put that into offset. You come back to your quadrahedron or whatever she is. You see everything turns red when it doesn't know what it's doing. Brilliant. Well, not brilliant, but we'll come back. You see, it looks a bit like a football. Not a very good one, but it looks like a football. Good enough for those idiots that kick them about. we've gone all red again. This is the beauty of this. I've never known a node system that goes red when you blow it. And you see with this now how it is. I've not got stars. I've got a proper football. Well, maybe not proper, but good enough for those idiots. We'll plug that into the extrude, and then we can do all sorts of stupid things. And I think this might be quite good for coral or whatever. I think it's just brilliant. I mean, it does crash now and again. You've got to get everything in the right order. This took me over a day, well, a couple of hours, to get this far. But I just thought I'd do a soccer ball because it's called Socar. You see, it doesn't look bad at a distance. Great. That's all for today.